Hey stamping friends, this is Jill of Flourishing Finishes. I hope you're doing well. So I'm really excited to work on a Thanksgiving card with Thanksgiving right around the corner. But before we begin, or I talk a lot about it, I have to tell you a really funny story. Well, for starters, I am in love with my Stampin' Up toboggan and my Stampin' Up mug, so I decided to have them today. It really could be like 75 degrees, 80 degrees outside because we are in North Carolina. I don't know, but I don't think it is. But either way, I really love it. So I thought, why not? And you can always have some good fresh tea. So what made today so cozy is that a friend and I, Tanya, were sitting around working on Thanksgiving cards. And I had an idea to use this pheasant to make a card. So we had things scattered all over the desks because if you know me, you know I'm very messy. So we went looking for stamp sets and I did not have it anywhere in sight. This is what I was looking for. And it is Painted Pheasants. And I'm sitting around and I'm like, Tanya, where's the ferret stamp set? She said, ferret? Stampin' Up has a ferret stamp set? And I was like, you know, the bird. She was like, pheasant? I was like, yeah, doesn't it start with the same letter? She says, Jill, no. And so nonetheless, we laughed the entire day because I just have no idea where I got the word ferret from. This does not look like a ferret, nor does it start with a PH, nor is it anything related. But nonetheless, every time we see this card, we can't help but busting out laughing. And every time I say it, I have to remind myself that it is a pheasant, not because I don't know, but because now I have ferret stuck in my head so badly that it just gives us a good laugh. So if you wanted to get some good laughs out of me, I just thought that was kind of funny. So now onto the card. Thanksgiving, pheasants, turkeys, all of these wonderful things come with this time of year, and I'm super excited and I'm super thankful. I really wanted to play with this Painted Pheasant. This stamp set, as I said, is beautiful, has a couple more things in it than I have used in my card, and it comes from the mini catalog that's live through the end of the year, page 53. I feel like it's very unique, and it might not be something that you would look and instantly want to grab. When I actually got it, I got it because I loved the Happy Thanksgiving. So I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get it for the bird. However, I absolutely love this bird. So let's take a closer look at it, and I will show you a little bit. The reason I love this bird is because I did a very unique technique, and as I'm talking, I realize I forgot my water spritzer, but I'll have to get it. So once I did this technique, I felt like nothing else was necessary. Once you could, oh no, just kidding, it's right here. My sweet husband was looking all around for it, and it's right under my nose. Once you did this sweet technique, I just felt like the bird was absolutely gorgeous and didn't really need anything else. And for Thanksgiving, it's not like you're going to make as many as you would maybe for Christmas, but I do feel like you want something that's simple and easy to come together to send to family and friends, just letting them know that you're thankful for them. So anyway, let's dive in and get started. I will move my cup aside. Hold on. Okay, so at your station, you see a lot of things. Painted Pheasant stamp set, 2 very vanilla 5 1/4 by 4 pieces of cardstock, 1 early espresso 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. These are the 2 stamps that we're going to pull out. There are other sayings if you don't want to make at Thanksgiving and you want to make it something else. And then we are going to be using, my little nifty way of doing this is not working. 3 ink colors, early espresso, Cajun Craze, and Cherry Cobbler. And then we're going to use daubers to go with them. If you do not have daubers, get creative, retired sponges, anything where you can cover smaller spaces of things is kind of what we're hoping for. So I'm going to push some things back so we can get started. I would go ahead and take your base and just cut it in half. Not cut it in half, just kidding. Score it in half. I mean, you could cut it in half, but then you wouldn't have a card. So we would like a card, so let's not cut it. Oh, I did stamp something inside. See, I like to check. So I took out the, I don't know what it's called, grassy stuff, but there are leaves too. And I did stamp that out inside. So if we wanted to set our base aside for a minute and grab Cajun Craze, I basically just took it and stamped one time and then stamped off right next to it. And I just thought that was pretty. So I'm going to set that aside. We could go ahead and adhere this and put it on the inside. So then our station is going to be as clear as possible for what we're about to do. Okay, so now before we switch the camera view to help you better see some things, I want to explain. We're going to be doing the bird. So we need to go ahead and open up Early Espresso, Cajun Craze, and Cherry Cobbler. From that, we'll get our daubers ready. Okay. We're going to take our bird and we're going to start with the lightest color, which is Cajun Craze. So we're just going to find places to kind of put the color. And you really are just dotting. Okay. Don't know if you guys can see that. Maybe I should get a little up there. Then we're going to take the red and we're going to dot some more. Okay. Then we're going to take the Early Espresso. I kind of dotted his feet that because I thought, well, why not? You're a bird. And then I really just thought it would be fun and wanted it to have color. Now, as you can see, it looks a little different right now. So now we're going to flip to the other camera and you're going to spritz it. Water bottle, Stampin' Up has spritzers. The reason I switched the camera view is because I'm going to do mine towards the floor so I don't get my whole entire station messy. Sometimes I have like a 8x8 metal like cake pan that I will do stuff like this in to confine the mess, but I do not have that right now. So you're just going to spritz, like, make sure the spritzer is facing the block. Sometimes I spray a million times because it's going in every other direction and we don't want too much water. So I want to make sure it's facing it, and then I'm going to do one, like two-ish spritzes, and then we'll go back to the other camera. You can kind of see, looks a little messy. We're going to flip it over and just pick where we put it. I put it towards the left a little, and then there we go. And look how different he came out. He's a little darker. I don't know why it's a he. Maybe that's a she, and that's a he, and now we have a pair for Thanksgiving. That makes me sad because I guess we're all about to eat birds, but anyway. Now we're going to take the Happy Thanksgiving and Early Espresso, although with the bird being so dark, you really could pick any color for the saying. What I love is we could make this 10 more times and we would get like a different variation every time, but it's a very fun, sweet way to get a really simple card in a very easy way. So I'm going to go ahead and shut my ink pads really fast, letting my bird dry a little bit. He's not stamped a lot, but and then carefully kind of flip him over. And then put them on. And there you have it. My pheasant for Thanksgiving. I hope you guys enjoyed the card and the technique. And until next time, I hope you flourish. Happy Thanksgiving.